This is the MH Corbin Connect ITS all-in-one advanced roadside controller presentation. The Connect ITS is an advanced roadside controller that integrates a variety of sensors, alerts, and other ITS devices. It can be used to enhance your existing traffic management system, or it can be a customized standalone system. Some of the tech specifications on this device is it has an Intel quad-core 64-bit processor. It comes standard with 4 gig of memory. It has a 64 gigabyte storage. It's a very small in dimension-wise, 6 by 5 by 3 inch. It comes as a DIN rail type of mount with the DIN rail connection on the back. We have an adaptation to put it into a 19-inch rack configuration if you'd like. It only weighs a little over 1.5 pounds, and the operating temperature is minus 29 degrees Fahrenheit to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. How does it work? It's actually very simple in a 3-part process. First, it gathers information. It does this through technology such as cameras or sensors, and it can gather information such as traffic, weather, or environmental conditions. Then it analyzes that information through a Python scripting engine that we will help you write. From that information gathering and deciphering, then we can communicate that information out in a package or platform that you desire. That can be through a notification, through a text or email. It can actually be through device controls, such as turning on a flashing beacon or variable message board, or even activating variable speed limit signs to slow down. It can also go through our Materia data streaming service, which is a web-based dashboard. You can log in and gather your information that way and actually see it in real time. Some of the examples of sensors that can gather data are radar, non-invasive pavement sensors, precipitation sensors, visibility sensors, wireless pavement sensors, speed sensors, closed caption TV with analytics, and LiDAR. Some of the connections here on the Connect ITS include the LCD display. It comes standard with 2 RS-232 connections. It has 4 RS-485 connections, 2 USB connections. It also has 2 Ethernet connections on the device. It works on 10 volts up to 36 volts of power. Standard is 12 volts of operating system power, which means it can work on a solar-powered application without issue. This gets into the architecture, which is the analyze. This is the scripting portion of the Python. And on the screen, you can see a little bit of an example of the coding, if you will, of how the scripting is written. MH Corbin can provide script templates to assist you with this deployment. If you don't have someone on staff that can write Python scripting, we'll be happy to assist you in writing something custom for your application. This is the communication protocols. So in this application, we can do something such as email. We can talk to variable message signs, such as the picture shows you there. We can talk to variable speed limit signs and reduce speed. We can turn on the flashing beacons, change messages on the highway advisory radio, activate traffic signal controllers, send messages to traveler information messages such as TIM messages, which your connected vehicles can activate, and we can push messages to the Materia web-based dashboard that we provide. Speaking a little more to the Materia online dashboard, this gives you some examples of what the information can look like when you log into the dashboard. This is completely user customizable. So once you have access to the information, you can change how it looks on your screen. So for example, you have air temperature, you have wind speed, wind direction. All these can be configured by the end user. In the next slide, we're going to get into some of the applications where you can actually monitor weather, traffic, or connected vehicles. First one we'll talk about is weather monitoring. In this application, we can look at low visibility warnings, icy condition warnings, snow warnings, high wind warning, standing water warnings, and we can display up-to-the-minute weather data on the Materia dashboard. This application shows a snow warning that we worked on with the Greater Rochester International Airport. We used the Connect ITS, and we used inputs from visibility sensors, wind sensors, temperature sensors, and precipitation sensors. From there, the Connect made a decision to send messages to message signs, turn on flashing beacons, lower speed limit signs, and send email text alerts. This shows the system logic that's built into the Connect ITS, where we analyze the data from the weather sensors, and then we turn on various alerts when necessary. This logic is completely customizable based on what your needs and goals are. As you can see as the graph, follow along with the graph, depending on the condition, it goes down through the logic, and based on the case, it will trigger the message board appropriately. And back to this actually shows you when the alerts happen. The motorists on the roadway can see the alerts and react accordingly. Next, we'll talk about traffic applications. These type of applications can include queue detection, speed warning, wrong-way warning, collision avoidance, or rollover truck warning. In April of 2020, MH Corbin conducted a wrong-way vehicle detection pilot study with the North Carolina Turnpike Authority. This test was conducted on Interstate 540 and Green Level Road interchange. The devices on this project were the LiDAR for the detection of the wrong-way vehicle, a camera for tracking the vehicle, and the Connect ITS, which actually took the information and would send an alert via text and email and push information to the Materia dashboard. This gives you an example of what the equipment looks like in the field installed. You have the pole with the equipment mounted to it. You have an enclosure where the Connect ITS was located. From there, on this page, you can see what the messages looked like when they were sent to the local authorities or the Traffic Management Center. On the left is the email that was sent, and on the right are the text messages that were sent each time a wrong-way vehicle appeared. This is how the system would work in normal mode. So if you were on the pole and you were the equipment looking out over the roadway, the camera view is on the left, the LiDAR view is on the right, and it shows you what the field of view looks like from a detection standpoint. Some of the takeaways of this test: MH Corbin had 100% detection accuracy and 0 false positives. That's very, very impressive. To have 100% detection means we didn't miss any wrong-way vehicles, and 0 false positives means we had no errors during those detections. So no matter how they tried to test the system or fool the system detected them every single time. Some more takeaways from this: the text messages would appear on the testers' phones out in the field within 1 to 3 seconds of detection of the vehicle. Emails were sent with a picture of the wrong-way vehicle within 5 to 31 seconds, and that really depended on the email domain and the latency it built into the domain. And our cloud dashboard, where we would push information with a video attachment of the Wrongway vehicle, was within 90 seconds. So you're talking within a minute and a half of the offending vehicle driving the wrong way, we had all this information sent out. Very, very fast. Okay, the next slide we're going to get to here, this is called the connected vehicles. This is when you're talking about pedestrian detection, vulnerable road users, traveler alerts, signalized intersections, or smart work zone systems. MH Corbin recently did a project in Marysville, Ohio for a smart intersection where we utilized the Connect ITS, Bosch cameras, and Septon LiDARs. This system was designed to generate and broadcast personal safety messages, or PSMs, to connected vehicles, as well as basic safety messages for non-connected vehicles, making it ideal for growing smart cities infrastructure. Basically, it's making the city safer, especially when you're pulling up to an intersection. It's very crowded and there's a lot of people trying to walk across the highway. This gives you another idea of what it looks like from the sensor's point of view where it's mounted. From this is kind of a high-level view of what it looks like for detection. So at one point, we're looking up from kind of a bird's eye view, and on the right-hand side at the bottom, it shows you where the equipment would be mounted in relation to the intersection and the traffic signals, and what their field of view looks like. Finally, what we're talking about here with the Connect ITS, there's a lot of features that make it very customizable. You can run different scripts on this with a standard library that we can provide for you, or you can have your own custom library made that can be very complex for your traffic challenges. It's very small in size, so it should fit in your existing roadside enclosures. We can provide an enclosure for you if you need it. It's weatherproof. Installation is very easy. Some of the additional features, it has edge computing, which means it's very fast and in real time with minimal latency. And it's highly versatile. It works with a wide range of sensors. You don't have to have a sensor from MH Corbin to make this work. You can work with many sensors that are available in the industry today and many types of technology. As we touched on during this presentation, it can work with a lot of different things that are out there now, from radios to flashing beacons to variable message boards. There's a lot of things out there that currently Department of Transportation, government agencies are using that we could tie into today. If there's any questions on this, you can give us a call. We can go through them. But from a recap standpoint, this is kind of how your takeaway will be on this. At the top, this is your gathering, analyzing, and communication protocols. So we can do speed detection. We can gather vehicle data. We can gather wind data, pavement conditions, and visibility. We analyze that through the Connect. From there, we push that information out to the vehicles through a connected vehicle information, text and email alerts, some sort of highway advisory radio or notification system, dynamic message signs, and flashing beacons, or other technology. Just let us know what you have. We'll be happy to work with you on that and see what kind of custom configuration we can come up with for you. We appreciate your time looking at this. We know there's a lot of choices out there today, and part of the problem is trying to tie all these together. And we know that sometimes it's easier to have one type of format that works and works with different things. And that's what we try to present and bring to the market. So our Connect ITS is very capable. Just let us know how it might be able to work for you. If any questions, you can call us at 1-800-380-1718. Visit our website at mhcorbin.com, or you can send me an email. My email information is here at the end. Thank you for your time.